The Abbey of Scone was ransacked and burned by the rioters inflamed by Knox, but the Palace of Scone, the residence of the abbot, survived and forms the main structure of the present-day palace, which was remodelled in the early 19th century. Situated as you leave Perth on the Blairgowrie Road, the palace has been a family home for nearly 400 years, with splendid examples of French furniture, ivories and porcelain, full of family portraits by the likes of Reynolds and Ramsay, of generations of the Murray family, and many important political figures, such as the first Earl of Mansfield, who was Lord Justice of England for 32 years, and is credited with the creation of the commercial law of Great Britain and the United States of America. He was also instrumental in the abolition of slavery. Indeed, the present and 8th Earl of Mansfield was formerly Minister of State for Scotland and latterly Northern Ireland, and the first Crown Estate Commissioner. The palace has entertained numerous monarchs, and even exiled ones, with the old Chevalier James Stuart there for 3 weeks during the 1715 Rising, and his son, Bonnie Prince Charlie. The Royal Gallery, an incredible 142 feet long, has played host to all of these, and indeed was even used to demonstrate curling on the polished oak floor to Queen Victoria. In the grounds are to be found a number of trees planted by royalty, from an oak planted in 1603 by King James VI to an acer planted by the present monarch, Her Majesty the Queen, in 1967, and trees planted by the King of Sweden, the Emperor of Japan in 1976 and the Crown Prince in 1991. The palace and over 100 acres of grounds are open to the public, featuring the David Douglas Trail and Exhibition and the unique Murray Star Maze. The palace itself has the Servants' Hall coffee shop, a gift shop, even an antique shop, and the palace larder and licensed restaurant. A children's adventure playground and I Spy challenge. Scone is a great day out for all the family. The once great Abbey at Scone saw the crowning of all the kings of Scotland for over 800 years, beginning with Kenneth MacAlpin in 838. The coronations were conducted with the Stone of Destiny used as a royal throne, as kings of Scotland were crowned. It was said that no king could rule Scotland unless he had first sat upon the stone at Scone. When Edward I invaded Scotland in 1296, he sought to remove the items that were regarded as talisman by the Scots. The Stone of Destiny was taken south and eventually set in the royal coronation chair at Westminster Abbey. However, there are many who claim that this is not the true stone, which was reckoned to be made of a black marble-like substance and was hidden from Edward's marauding army. A large stone of this description was discovered in Macbeth's castle in 1800, but was soon to disappear again, although stories persist that it still remains within the locality. There are many legends about the stone. The most common states that it arrived in Scotland by way of Egypt and Ireland, and was the same rock which Jacob used one night as a pillow. As he slept, he dreamt of a ladder which reached from earth to heaven, and he heard God's voice. The stone was stolen from Westminster by some Scottish students in 1950, but was recovered only 2 months later at Arbroath Abbey. The present Queen was crowned on the stone 3 years later. Scone was also the birthplace in 1799 of David Douglas, who began his training as a gardener at the palace at the age of 11. Later he set sail to America in search of rare plants for the Royal Horticultural Society. He was to discover huge numbers of new plants, introducing more than 200 into Britain, including lupins, sunflowers and the Douglas fir, which were named after him. Indeed, the largest tree in Britain, a Douglas fir, is also to be found in Highland Perthshire, near the Hermitage at Dunkeld. In 1834, while searching for new species in Hawaii, his broken body was found impaled on sharp wooden spikes after falling into a concealed wild bull pit. It was rumoured that he had fallen out with a local bull trapper, who suspected him of having an affair with his wife. His death remains a mystery to this day. Douglas was only 35 when he died.